I remember training with my father in the years after the rat plague. Someday, he said, our enemies will come for you. The sounds and smells of Dunwall never change much. This is my city. What training regimen does Father have in store for me today?
All right, Majesty. Let's see what you can do.
Gotta slow All right, good.
You'll have to sprint, vault the obstacle, then slide under.
Did it. What's next? If only I could spend every day running and jumping. Now to test my agility.
Come to me. You've learned well. Let's see how quiet you are, young lady. I want you to sneak up on me, if you can. That's my girl. Don't let me hear you or see you.
Didn't see anything at all.
Don't make any sound.
In the words of Corvo-part, hidden like a secret, quiet as the sunset.
Remember, a pistol will wake up everyone in the building. Your crossbow is quiet. Time for some more weapons and combat training. Let's beat each other up, shall we? Yes. You hit him. That's my daughter. When someone swings a sword at you, block. Block with your blade. Come on. Good. Well done. Very good. You've got a natural instinct for fighting. If you time your block right, you'll throw an enemy off balance. You're quick. Come on. That'd stop even the most black-hearted killer. You can choke an enemy out, even in combat. When an enemy is off balance, you can land a lethal counterattack. Feel better knowing you can take care of yourself. When trouble does finally come, you're ready to fight.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo-part, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There. You're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Kaldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Kaldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily.
You look tired, Father.
Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No. Someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor. The Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsey says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsey? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty, Corvo-part, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful empress, Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Euhorn Jacob Caldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Royal Protector. How naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Caldwin.
What?
Sword can't still my heart. Cast you in cold marble. Corvo-part, how handsome you are for a man of your age. And how long had you hidden the mark of the outsider? I expect it's a wonderful story.
I'll lock him in the Empress's chambers, and then I'll bring him to Coldridge Prison until his trial. My father lost it all. Sent me to the City Watch, one step above begging. Think I had to take your orders? Corvo-part, son of a Zirconan tradesman.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lord Corvo, what happened?
I'll be all, Captain Mayhew. Oh! So that's the Royal Protector's fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half? There's a legend in the City Watch. The Empress's last resort, the safe room inside your daughter's chambers, is holding enough gold to buy an island. And they say this is one of the only two keys.
What happened? galaxy. The throne room. Emily. Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here.
Sir, how long's it going to take, Captain Ramsey?
Hold your horses, Corporal Dial. Ramsey knows what he's doing. The man's moving up in the world. He's old blood, one of the good families. And now that he's helped the rightful Empress take the throne, the Ramseys are gonna be back in fashion in Dunwall. You'd be smart to remember that. Dunwall always has a way of turning sour, just as soon as you get comfortable. Delilah took away the mark of the outsider.
Lord Protector, I can't believe Ramsey's a traitor. Is Lady Emily all right?
There's a coup underway. She's imprisoned for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Maybe through Emily's safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks, looking for you. Get away and help Emily.
I'm sorry, Captain Mayhew. Goodbye.
As we both know, whoever's killing off my detractors is doing so for calculated effect, undermining me. The Crown Killer is being guided by someone. But who? Tomorrow's the anniversary of Mother's death. A sad day for us both. But I want you to remember all that's happened over the last 15 years. You've protected me, and taught me how to protect myself. You've helped me see what was right for the people of the Empire. We drained the flooded district, fought back the gangs, and yesterday we launched a beautiful ship in Mother's name. I'm trying to become the sovereign she wanted me to be. But Father, I wouldn't be here without you.
These bastards are working with Ramsey and the Duke of Serkonos. Who's there? I wonder who that was.
What? That's Corvo-part!
Disloyal dogs. Maybe I should just spin it. Pick a place to lick my wounds. I've got to regroup.
Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the King and Queen of Morley, did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, the cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain. Ramsey's family fell from the aristocracy, and apparently the man holds a grudge. How it's anyone else's fault, that's beyond me. But one way or another, Ramsey is too dangerous to be left in play. Can I read? Of course I can. Nothing will stop me from bringing you home, Emily.
Hey, who is...
Murdered for nothing more than their loyalty to Emily. Ruthless. Look at this place. Senseless killing. Ramsey's men barred it so he'd have time to loot Emily's safe room. Anton Sokolov made this lock. Now you've got what you wanted, Ramsey. The Imperial Suite atop Dunwall Tower. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsey. Enjoy the rations and well water, sleeping next to a fortune. I'd better take these. I suspect the Crown Killer is connected to Delilah's coup. Out into the world once more. How many people had forgotten this mask? Samuel Beechworth made this. Wonder what advice he would have about today. The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here. Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks. I used to listen while Emily and her governess Callista read from this book. I'm glad she wasn't here to see Emily driven out of Dunwall Tower. I've got to get out of Dunwall. What do I have to do to get Emily back? What do I have to become? Traitorous dog. The city is crawling with the Duke's men. I need to find a ship.
Bad news. Ramsey's missing. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Corvo-part has apparently fled the tower. We've got to find him. That's it, you've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkonos, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now. Laundry. Anyone here? Show yourself. That's Corvo-part! Empress Emily Caldwin and her royal protector Corvo-part are now wanted criminals. Let me remind you, there's a reward for your help in capturing enemies of... Hey! Who is...
I need to find a ship.
Listen up, I have bad news. Ramsey's missing. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Corvo-part has apparently fled the tower. We've got to find him. That's it, you've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkonos, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now. Empress Emily Caldwin and her royal protector Corvo-part are now wanted criminals. Let me remind you, there's a reward for your help in capturing enemies of the state.
Who's there? That's Corvo-part! You! Take it!
You're dead! This won't take long. Take this! How dare you!
Sorry you missed us. I'll be taking the children away from Dunwall earlier than expected. A few weeks before the upcoming anniversary of Empress Jessamine's death. Things are about to get bad, and I'm not just talking about the Crown Killer. Besides, there's profit to be made bringing new silver miners down south, so arrangements must be made. Ta for now.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Today, Delilah Caldwin is our new empress. All hail Delilah. first of her name.
Further, Corvo-Atano is now wanted for treason. Any of you found harboring the Royal Protector will be fined and arrested.
People of Dunwall, stay in your homes. You're advised to stay indoors during this time of unrest.
I don't know that ship. Maybe the captain can help.
What was that? What? You're scary? I'm not going anywhere! Surround me! Move it! Come here and fight, coward! Huh? He won't go far!
He's wounded! Finish him! Traitorous dog.
Huh? It's the Royal Protector! Former, I mean! Ha! Ha!
Shh, we shouldn't be talking about this.
Until later, then. This place has changed a lot over the years, and not for the better. My eyes are burning. You have to understand. I'm going to call for help if you don't go.
Hello?
My luck, it'll be that
Anybody?
sadistic crown
I don't
killer.
want to die! Search the whole place. I don't have time for that. Here! Who's there?
Wonder who that was.
What?
Kinda dry. Could really go for a whiskey or something.
I'll help you look around. You ready? I'm not in the mood. Show yourself.
Ichabod Boyle, torn apart by the Crown Killer. No friend of mine. Maybe he didn't deserve to die like that.
What?
Citizen, I'd advise you to return to your home.
That's it for my shop. The entire month will be ruined.
Trust me, you don't want to be out on the streets right now. Move along.
The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
People of Dunwall, aiding a fugitive is now punishable by death. Aid the
End of the road for you.
You're no mercy!
Let's see what you've got.
Road is blocked by order of the City Watch.
Locked?
The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
It's my concern, citizen. I'd advise you to return to your home.
If I can't get through, that's it for my shop. The entire month will be ruined.
Trust me, you don't want to be out on the streets right now. Move along.
So, let's see. What was it?
End of the road for you.
city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Aiding a fugitive is now punishable by death. Aid the City Watch in this time of transition.
Useless sock.
Kinda dry. Could really go for a whiskey or something. Maybe one of them 2-penny drinks. Oh, I hate this wool. It itches like mad. Why can't I wear my regular clothes? What was that?
You aren't going anywhere! Let's see what you He's wounded! Let's finish him! Think you're scaring me? Come here and fight, coward!
Ramsey's been busy. Gotta find a ship.
special edition. Empress Delilah Caldwin, rightful heir to the throne. I'm not in the mood. Shut!
Guard! Someone! That's not right.
Come closer so we can talk. That man, part of the Duke's coup, I'm sure of it now. And I saw him talking to Captain Ramsey of the City Watch.
What's done is done, but I had nothing to do with the killings.
I know that. It was irresponsible of me to print the name Crown Killer. I allowed myself to be coerced. Forgive me.
Forgiveness isn't my specialty. Whatever happens next, lay low. But when the time comes, tell people the truth.
You can count on it. I won't ask you what your plans are, but for the sake of Dunwall and for the Empire itself, I hope you succeed.
That's a laugh. Day's work looks like. Whatever you need, I can't help you.
Once I'd like to see her buy the drinks. Just one. Huh?
Huh? What happened here?
First the shortage of whale oil, then the murders. Now what's ever going on tonight? Elaine heard fighting between some of the guards earlier. This is bad.
Who's fooling around?
I pay my taxes and all the fees. I'd pay bribes too if it meant the roads weren't blocked off.
What are you covering your face for? Careful with that sword. The Grand Guard won't like it.
We should rent another boat sometime soon.
Oh.
It's been hard getting any business done here in Dunwall. But that's all about to change. The City Watch has its hands full.
Leave it to the Hatter gang to try to profit from the chaos of this coup.
Can't make it easier.
Should we nominate your nephew as committee chair?
That's Corvo.
Who's running around?
Anyone here? Show yourself.
You're dead!
So, there's some kind of shitstorm happening here in Dunwall. Hey! Over here! Lord Protector, forgive me for saying it, but you look like death warmed over.
It's been an unusual day. There's a coup underway, and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south, and I came to warn you.
I know Anton. The Duke's here with a woman named Delilah who's seized the throne. They have Emily, and I barely got out. For now, I have to get away, recover my footing.
Bad things always seem to happen in Dunwall. Feels like the end of the world.
I need to get to Karnaca, where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
The dreadful whale will get you there. Should we go?
Let's go. Something's not right, but it seems familiar somehow. This endless cold. Where are you? You might as well show yourself.
Corvo, old friend. Do I even have to say it? You've lost another Empress. Delilah was born a pawn, but now she's got the throne. 15 years ago, the assassin Dowd could have warned you about her if you'd bothered to ask. But you were too busy for questions. Times have changed, Corvo. And you haven't been watching the dark corners of the world. Maybe living in a palace has made you soft. What happens when you push a man farther than he ever thought he could go? Does he snap? And what happens when he tries to go home? Maybe you'll finally learn what it feels like to kill an Empress. Dowd could have told you about that, too.
I felt this so long ago. The void. It was still there all along. Never thought I'd be here again. As good as I remember. Now I'm going to save my daughter and win back her throne.
Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Jessamine, if all I can hear are the last echoes of your voice, that's enough.
Only the last of my essence, with you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. I can.
Who is Delilah, really? Jessamine's sister? Bearing the outsider's mark.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth, until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater
Maybe I got lazy. Fell asleep at my post. Somehow everything I love is at risk. Again. Last time I saw Karnaca, I was just 18, boarding a ship bound for Dunwall. It was dawn and I'd been up all night dancing 3 sheets to the wind. I was puffed up with the old Duke's favor, and I thought I was the greatest swordsman the Isles had ever known. For over 3 decades, I've lived in a palace, watching over the people I love. I've had an empress die in my arms, and raised another from birth. Who would have thought I'd come back home, the most wanted man in the Isles, following the trail of a monstrous killer? What would that 18-year-old think of me now?
You're up. When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know. We've been en route for 2 weeks. I hope Sokolov is all right, wherever he is.
Sokolov's style. It's Delilah.
Anton started it just before he was taken. They've got history, but he wouldn't say more.
I say, Your Imperial Majesty, I have something that you and Corvo must hear at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. When I left Bristol years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matters. I've done my share of bad things, and some good, before and after the Rat Plague. But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you. Here, at the bottom of the Empire, the cobblestones smell of death and corruption. I'm staying with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard a vessel, the Dreadful Whale. We'll leave for Dunwall in the morning, as soon as the tides are willing. I keep thinking the way sweet Jessamine was stolen from you and your father, and I fear it might be your turn to face such turmoil.
I miss listening to old Anton Sokolov and his travel stories. He even explored Pandyssia.
There you are, old man. I was asked to pay you a visit.
Wait, what's wrong with you? Megan!
Off we go, Sokolov, to somewhere more private.
With that watchtower, the only way to get to Addermeyer is through the carriage station. As assassins go, the Crown Killer was messy, vulgar. The Duke wanted people afraid. Delilah's powerful. How is it possible I haven't crossed her path in all these years? Mortimer Ramsey, the entitled son of entitled parents. The Duke's coup relied on a weasel like you. Before I leave Serkonos, Duke Luca Abel and I are going to meet face to face, and he'll pay for all this. All right, you've explained part of it. What were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn you.
There were reports about tensions rising. Corruption, street violence. It's the sort of thing that happens, and usually the local authorities resolve it.
The new Duke has let things slide, but Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer was a solarium years ago. I'll get inside and eliminate the Crown Killer. Maybe the alchemist will cooperate, maybe she won't.
Either way, I'll try to figure out what happened to Sokolov, too.
I would say good luck, but I don't think you want my luck. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
Addermeyer Institute's been there for a long time, but Hypatia wasn't around when I lived in Karnaca.
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Ready. The old city must have changed a lot.
Off we go then.
One more time, old friend.
Take you to Addermeyer by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkono spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
I remember the old Duke Theodanis. He was a good man.
Watch yourself on the way to Addermeyer. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I can take care of myself.
This is a good spot. Reach Addermeyer, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Addermeyer. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Maybe I should have him like that. I don't think it's supposed to fester like that. A little pus is all right, but this...
No need to cover your face. There's not much dust from the mines down here at the docks.
What ship is that out there? Are you coming tonight? You know the skipper?
Nah, not this time.
Full wheel. No, it's not on the registry. Maybe one of the recent importers from War.
Let's give it a day or two. I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Want to buy one?
That's Addermeyer in the distance.
Maybe a little more.
Then we all split the take.
Just don't forget about me.
2 coins for that cat lap?
Well, no. Your face is covered. The Grand Guard won't like that.
Let's see what you got. Outside us, crooked cock!
So where's Chicago?
I don't see any signs of Pharaoh.
He seems to be late.
Or maybe we're early.
He should be here, with the Red Shark. This is unacceptable. I have a very tight schedule.
Don't worry, he'll make it eventually. If not today, then tomorrow.
Is that a joke? Santiago Fisheries have a reputation to maintain. We have clients all over the Isles. Do I need to remind you that fish is a delicate cargo? We can't afford any delays.
Well, it's fermented red shark, which is a nice way of saying it's fish that's already gone bad.
You can just tell your clients that here in Karnaca, we like it very fermented.
Unacceptable. Farrell is going to pay for this.
Don't pick any fights you can't finish.
My family and I moved here 3 years ago. Biggest mistake we ever made.
So
You know that was supposed to go to us. What are we supposed to do now? We're out of money.
Give him a chance to tell his side of it.
It wasn't his fault, Maya. Sorry, every now and then one of those Grand Guard bastards pulls a stunt like that. It's getting worse. But I might be able to help you out.
We're listening.
There's a stack of goods that no one's claimed in one of the holding warehouses. I happen to know that no one's going to claim it ever, because it was dropped from a boat, loading up for freight port. It's good stuff. Spices and dried fish. Maybe worth more than what you lost.
That's a good deal, Maya.
Thank you, Banks.
All right. Still not fair than just taking what was ours, but we appreciate what you're offering. It's like you say, we can be fired and through the next.
Look, I wish I could have stopped him. Just meet me here again tomorrow. Hello there.
Outside is crooked cock.
If that was lunch, then I'm a
What are you
filthy
covering your
blood
face for?
Ah!
Let's see about it.
Being friendless and hunted like a beast, yet still you act with honor.
You still eat meat? Oh, blood not this time. I'm sure it's safe. Damn it.
You're not from here, am I right? Welcome to Karnaca, then. I'm sorry, but you can't be here.
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassinations conducted in the name of the former Empress, Emily Caldwin, and carried out by the former Royal Protector, Corvo-part. The Grand Serkonan Guard will be stopping and questioning all foreigners and new workers on the streets of Karnaca. Compliance is mandatory.
Don't be greedy. Oh, you're kind, thank you. If you want to get past that wall of light, I've heard people sneaking through this blood-fly-infested apartment. Going through there will get you to the other side. Let's hope you never need help.
Fellow Serkonans, let us rejoice at the crowning of our new Empress Delilah Caldwin I and the imminent arrival of his great...
Hey, come here.
Now royal consort to the Empress.
I have... My name's Mindy Blanchard. And that mask tells me you're someone who goes into places where you don't belong. Want to help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
I need to get to Addermeyer Institute. Can you help?
Yeah. I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
You want me to bring you a corpse? What's the story there?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll consider it.
Welcome. Your face is no concern of mine. Enjoy the air here. I, for one, ain't selling fermented shark. You won't regret it. Glad we could do business. I'll take that deal. Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear. Why you cover your face is not my affair. I shouldn't deal with strangers.
the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. This year's blood is the most Any attempts to hinder the Grand Guard in their enforcement duties will be met with the exercise of force. Any complaints as to the behavior of the Grand Guard should be addressed to the nearest guardsman.
He's made a dog's breakfast out of the whole thing. And who's got to clean it up? Me, of course. As always.
Why should I trust someone who hides their face?
Be on your way! Now!
Do I? At least I have a job, which is more than he can say. You kind of stand out. Might want to keep a low profile around the law. It's not funny. Are we gonna let a few blood flies stop us?
Just remember to move slowly. Don't get too close to the nests.
We don't even know if the people inside had any money. We just know they're dead, and the place is infested with blood flies.
Calm. Go on.
Even the familiar parts of the city are starting to feel dodgy. That's no way to live. Some of the streets is closed, owing to the blood flies.
I'm a wanted man again. Welcome home.
You miserable rat. I told you what would happen if you reported me. I warned you. Please, you gave me no choice. Please? It's too late for that, Apollo. Guess what happens next? This is how we get rid of snitches. If anyone asks... Give me a second.
What do you think?
I'll take a
that
look
was?
real quick. Sure.
We need help.
I'm hungry. Huh?
He's asking for trouble over there.
Hey, who is...
Smell the stench of the void. There's something perverse in this place. Who is... End of the road!
Move along. We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
What? He... What? Help me! Someone! Anyone!
Karnaca was a lovely city once, before the Duke began choking the life out of the place. Before the Crown Killer started painting the walls red. Now you're here, and I have to wonder whether you're gonna give it that final nudge. Or pull it back from the edge. We've both seen cities go bad before. Vermin, blood, and betrayal. It's happening again. I hope you are ready.
Somewhere there is still merriment and song, and the gentle ease of friendship.
Infested, all right. We used to throw rocks at these nests when I was young. Just go slow and mind the distance. Easy. Soldiers. Best to avoid.
Who's running around?
I'm hungry.
Oh, damn!
Shopper! I'm not going anywhere!
Let me show you how I got my stripes!
You won't get away!
Come back here!
Running!
Can't see any way to reach there.
Someone! Anyone!
What?
What's going on?
Ha! That's it.
You're
Let's
done!
go.
I'll be wiping up. Hey, you, come here!
What happened here?
Where are you hiding, coward? I lost you. You don't stand a chance anyway. I will find you, you know. This time I'll get you. No mercy. For the Abbey! I'll cure the world from the likes of you. Damn you!
What?
It's impossible to get good health these days. Sometimes
Hey, you! This area's off limits. Look! In the water!
What happened here?
Take it! Shame on you! I'll feed you.
What if the rumors are true about the Crown Killer? The Royal Protector, really? What a bunch of degenerates.
Huh?
Holy shit!
Someone suspicious.
You are so dead! I'll be what
right.
you are
Surrender.
doing
Can't
escape! Take this!
Come on! Strike at me then! He won't go far! I hit hard! Think you're scaring me? You think you're clever, huh?
What is wrong with this city?
Let him go! Don't let him get him!
Hold still!
This head of yours is worth its weight in silver!
Take...
Beg for mercy! Ah! Who's there? What was that? What's going on here?
Did you hear that?
End of road for you.
Gotcha!
No use running! You aren't going anywhere!
I'm back here!
Take it!
Later I'll be laughing over rum about how you died. He's wounded to finish it! Damn you!
He's dead! Strike it!
There were no blue-jawed hag.